Welcome to the second session of website optimization workshop, and during this session we are going to analyze some websites from my students from UI, UX, typography, marketing and e-commerce perspective. So if you are ready, let's begin. Alright, so for this session we have a lot of websites and I do my best to take a look at most of them. I think we have over 50 examples here from my students. So let's begin from the first one and let's take a look at it together. So it seems you need to fix the top part, the icons at the top. And again, if it was me, I would have put these icons, these social media icons, on the left or on the right. Probably on the left, and on the right I would write something else, right, like email or phone number of the company would be helpful. So next level of sport marketing, and I'm not sure in what language the second line is, but anyway, okay, I understand that it is about sport marketing, but the problem is that the image in the background, it's not showing it. Okay, the image in the background, you see, um, it's more or less like design or business stuff. Okay, you're showing an iMac. If it was me, I would have combined this with some, for example, photos, like from a sport stuff, right? You can go to Unsplash. Let me just show you here. Unsplash. I have introduced these websites which have free royalty images. For example, let's search sport several times um, on my courses. For example, you can use one of these images and combine it with some marketing stuff and write that text to deliver the message easier, right? So let's come down. Um, it is okay, you need more space here, right? Let me show you. Inspect element, and for example, let me try margin bottom 100 pixel. Okay. Okay, so you see what happened. The background, it was gray, the background of the page, the background of this section, it was white. So when I added margin, we had gray background under it. Let me just take myself out of the picture so you can see everything better. Okay, so let's try it again, but this time we will do with padding. Padding bottom 100 pixel. You see, it is a little bit better. The same goes for this button. You need to create some empty space here so the design itself can breathe and deliver the message better. So what we have to add here, we have to add margin top. Okay, and again 100 pixel. And let me close this. You see, it's much better. You can play with this stuff. You can, and one thing, let me tell you, I have repeated this in the first session as well. Let me bring myself back. When you have several elements beside each other, the distance between them is important. It delivers different messages when you play with the distance. When you want to show that, all right, this, for example, button or this text is connected to this block of information, you need to keep them closer. Okay, here the problem that we have in this part, where's my mouse? The problem that we have, if it was me, I would add more distance between each of these elements. Okay, so keep them a little bit further from each other to make it more understandable. Let's come down. I cannot comment a lot on the text because the look of it, it looks okay, but I cannot understand the language, so I'm not gonna go there. um, yeah, the problem is that I cannot understand exactly what's going on here because of the language. So you have, I cannot understand what is your product here, what are you trying to sell, because you have some service maybe here down, but at the bottom of the screen you have some courses you want to sell. So it is a little bit complicated. And the colors, you need to work on it. This yellow, it's so bright. And yeah, you have seen it, right? You want to read something when everything is so bright, it's a little bit difficult to read. So if you want people to read this stuff, you need to work on the colors as well. Again, here you have some other products and so on. Okay, so let's go for the second one. All right, what do we have here? um the logo, you need to work on it. It's a little bit dirty and low quality. And one thing that happens here when you do some such thing, that okay, you put a dark background and something light on it, you need to do something uh, to make it clear that this is not a pop-up. Okay, so when someone come here, they feel that, or this is maybe a pop-up, or I have where I have to click to close this pop-up. The reason is because they don't see what is under it. Okay, so if they see something like this, they understand that, all right, it is not a pop-up, it is part of the page. So what you have to do is to, let me see if I can make uh, if I can change that right now. Maybe here, if I find the height, maybe if it was 80. Oh, okay, this is the dark background, right? Okay, so you get the point, right? You need to decrease this so we see something, for example, part of the text or title, or um, the rest of the page, so the user understand that, all right, this is not a pop-up, and we have a lot of other information at the bottom. Okay, this part looks clear, looks good. And I'm not gonna go very deep into typography. We worked on it on the first session. By the way, if you didn't saw the first session, I will put the link down in the description. And what else do we have here? Again, I prefer to do this justified to the left. And you see here, let me zoom in a little bit. You see, to this we call widow. Okay, you shouldn't do this. When you have something like this, either put, for example, 2 3 words in the next line, or take this word, bring it back to the uh, previous sentence. Okay, I talked about it in the 15 rule, in the video connected to 15 rules of typography. I talked about it there, so you need to fix this. What else do we have here? This looks nice, but the thing is that here, let's talk about the message. We help you grow your business. Okay, social media, great opportunity to grow. Okay, we are committed to help you with needs of digital marketing and help you to grow your business exponentially. Okay, so the message is not clear. Yeah, you want to help me grow my business, but in what you are going to help me? Are you going to help me with, for example, hiring process, finding good employees, for example? Or are you going to do that, maybe design work for me? Or are you going to do marketing for me, or SEO, or sales? Okay, so you need to be clear with the reward here. If you don't explain exactly what you are going to offer to your customer, it's not going to work. So how can we help you? Again, I think you use the word help more than more than you should use the reward word, the reward keyword here. Help, help, help. You see, so you need to work on the message. The message is not clear, it's not going to push me to click on the button. Let's go for the next one. I tried to make this session a little bit longer because we have a lot of websites here to go through. So, all right. The title, the size of the title is okay. Everything is a little bit low quality, like you see the pixels, right, on the text. We shouldn't see that. Is it an image or is it a text? And this thing that when you move your mouse, everything is moving, don't do that, okay? It's not good. Why? I have explained this before a lot. When something is moving, then it's going to grab attention, okay? So you need to use movements on things that you want people to pay attention, okay? So this circle here, nobody needs to pay attention to, but this button here, maybe people need to pay attention to, okay? So if you want to put some animation or some movement, put it on something that it is important, all right? Not something that nobody cares about. And also it is obvious that it is low quality and it was low quality image, right? So I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna use these kind of things at all, so I suggest you to change it. Okay, so what do you do here? Let's take your business to the next level. We strategically position your business at the digital spotlight where your competitors struggle to get a glimpse. So, um, again, same as the previous website, it's not very clear that what is it about. Are you going to do SEO for me? Are you going to do marketing for me? Are you going to do social media marketing for me? What is it that? For example, are you going to help me with e-commerce, with sales, our service? Okay. You see, the message must be very clear here at the top. You have additional information here, but you need to make that clear at the top. Social media marketing, creating creative web design, free business consulting. Okay, now your service is clear. And here you need to, for example, make a choice. Either, for example, request a code or a call. Okay, select one of them. Call us, contact us, send us an email. Select one of them, one call to action only, right? And we come down. You need to have footer. The email, the landing page is incomplete. Here you need more space to let these reviews breathe. And the thing is that you see all of these reviews are 5-star, okay? Now, nothing in the world is perfect, okay? Even if you find best product from the best companies in the world, they have some bad reviews too. So if you have some bad reviews, not for example 1-star reviews, but 2, 3, 4, okay, something that shows that these reviews are real, okay, you didn't write it yourself. Put it here, for example, some 4.5, some 3.5, that I can, okay, there's a 4-star review here, all right. So for example, this guy had some problem, I don't have that kind of problem, so I'm okay with that, and I start to believe that these reviews are real, okay. Let's go for the next one. I think it's this one. Okay, so we talked about this website before, and one thing is that this pop-up came very early. I just came to the website and it came on the screen. I suggest you to put some delay on it, maybe 15, 20, 30 seconds after the user come, or put it at the middle of the screen, okay? Show this pop-up when the user get to the middle of the screen. The reason is because I just got to the website and I want to look around and boom, a pop-up disturbed me, okay? And you don't have a reward here. Subscribe. No one wants to subscribe, okay? Claim free. You should put the reward big here. For example, 50% discount, or get your free whatever it is, okay? Claim free audit report for your website or social media page. So you can do it here. Get your free report, okay? Or get your free audit, right? So instead of, don't use the word subscribe at all, okay, because people have some guard against it. So we talked about this website in the first session. I think there was an iMac image here which this text was coming out of. But right now it looks a little bit better. um, you can still work on it. For example, yeah, the previous image wasn't good, but you can still use an image. You can put your text on the left, put some image, or put your text on the right, put some image here too. The reason that the image can be helpful is because when we see something, we understand it much faster rather than reading something. Okay, so that is why that in Instagram marketing, on the bio section, I for the past couple of years that I talked about Instagram marketing, I always said that use emojis at the beginning of each line, because that image will explain what's going on that line. Okay, here if you use an image, it will be better. The previous image wasn't good, but if you remember, in the first session of website optimization workshop that we had, there was another website from a gaming company, or it was a company that was selling um, game components or stuff connected to gaming. And you saw the image was very clear and high quality at one side, and the text was very clear and at the other side. That was very good. You can follow that strategy as well. So we had some problems here before, which is that, for example, delivering on time, high quality work, as far as I remember. But here I think you changed it. So free logo animation, that's one reward. Free audit report, that's another reward. Free website demo, that's another reward. And all of these are the reward of just signing up. So I like that. But the thing that you can work on here is that um, you have another call to action here, hire us. Here you have another call to action, sign up. Now, if you can select one of these, that either hire us or either sign up, it would be much better. One call to action for each page is enough. Okay, so this way you can increase your conversion rate. All right, so let's come down. And all right, so you had some problems with this image. It's still you didn't change it. It's compressed. We talked about it. Okay, the rest, I think it looks similar. Let's go for the next one. And I'm going to open several websites, and we're going to talk about them all together. So mm, the logo is a little bit big, and it includes a lot of detail. You have a logo here with the name of the company. Then again, on the right side, you have the same name, much bigger, and under it again you have another text. So make it simpler. Okay, these lines here, I'm not sure if you see it, these white lines need to be black or dark. Okay, I see it, but most people don't see it, and they don't understand the difference between this pack and this pack yet. There is a distance, but this line can help a lot. You need a title here to explain what's going on this website. You don't have it, and you should select a better call to action rather than explore more. Okay, you want to drive the traffic to some specific point, some specific goal, right? Add more free space around these texts. Let the text breathe. The same goes for here, who we are and what we do. So now this is one of the part that people make a lot of mistakes. They start at the beginning talking about themselves. Okay, who we are, what are we going to do, how good we are, for example. The thing is that nobody cares. Nobody cares who I am. Nobody cares who you are. Nobody cares from where we came, or what we want. The important thing is that what can I do for you, okay, or what can you do for your customer? That's the important part. Okay, that's the part that you need to focus on rather than talking about yourself. This is okay, but you need to put it at the bottom of the screen or somewhere else, some other page like about us, right? So people who want to know more about you go there and know more about you, right? But here you need to talk about them and what you can do for them. Okay, in this story, the hero is the customer. It's not you, it's not your background, it's not what uh, you imagine or what you want. Okay, so and all right, here we have some strange structure. You have a massive empty space here. If it was me, I would decrease this, bring these to a little bit closer, not too much, not put them right side by side each other. Maybe have some distance between them, but this is too much. Okay, you need some empty space at the top of each of them, or and also at the bottom. So you see here we have explore more, here we have read more, here we have apply now, here we have invest now. A lot of call to actions. Every time that you add a call to action like this, you decrease your conversion rate from 50 to 90%. Okay, you will decrease your conversion rate from 50 to 90%. Okay, so for example, if I use only one call to action on all of these on all the landing page, maybe I get, for example, 10 clicks on it, 10 sales, for example, if I want to sell my product. If I use two, probably I get one, two, three, or maximum four or five. It's not going to be more than that. And imagine right now we have a lot of different call to actions. Probably you're going to get none out of it. So you got to work on this stuff. This website needs much more. You need to work on it. As far as I go, there are a lot of problems here. Like most of them, we talked about it: the spacing, the white spaces around the elements, the text, the sizes, the for example, here we have our products. There is no room for it for breathing, and it has another background. But let's say you put the background intentionally here, but it needs some room to breathe. Okay, everything is here, everything is compact. At the top here, these two elements are so far from each other, so you need to work on this stuff. Let's go for the next one. Okay, so what do we have here? Air frying recipe. Okay, so it's not very clear what is it about. Why is an air frying healthy? Okay, so instead of putting, right now, right at the beginning, it's so complicated. Let me take myself out of the screen so you see everything. You see, we come here, we have a name, maybe name of the company, I'm not sure. We have a menu, and then we have at the left side we have two blog posts, in the center we have another blog post, on the right side we have several other blog posts. So it's very complicated. You don't need any of them right here. All you need to do is to put something big here and talk about the reward or the service or the value that you are offering to your customer. Okay, why, for example, you want to be more healthy or want to eat more healthy. Talk about the reward connected to your customers or your users, then explain that, all right, if you want to be, for example, more healthy, then you can use air frying. Why air frying is, for example, more healthy because of these reasons, and so on. You can come down, and at the bottom, for example, somewhere around here, you can put all of these blog posts. Okay, right now it's a little bit complicated, and you are showing ads at the center, and I'm not gonna go after ads when there isn't a lot of traffic, but let's see how much traffic you have. Website worth. Let's check this out and see how much is your traffic, and let's see, are you going to make money from ads or not. Analyze. So the report is 23 days old, and okay, so where's the traffic? Estimated visits per day is 310. Now this website gives a number a little bit high. For example, I think it's about 2 or 3 times higher than what it is in reality. So probably you have 100 visitors per day, and based on 300 you're going to make $4 per day. Let's decrease it into half. Let's say you're going to make $2 from per day from showing ads, and every year probably you're going to make 700, 600, $800. Let's be positive about it and say, okay, $2,000 per year. Okay, so if it was me, I wouldn't go after ads when I don't have a lot of traffic. Okay, so go there when you have a lot of traffic and try to create high quality reward for your users, so people don't pay attention to these ads, because when you put ads you're decreasing the quality of your website. Okay, if your website is offering a lot of valuable stuff for the users, they will ignore it. That, all right, there are some ads here, but we don't care, we are here for the reward. So you start to make money from showing ads, and also people are happy. Again, it's a little bit crowded. You need to put more space here. I'm not going to repeat myself. Let's go for the next one. Okay. So the look of the website, it looks a little bit professional. I like that about it. And the logo, I'm not sure if is it low quality or it has a lot of details, but you need to make it very simple. Okay, you remember what was the Instagram logo, for example, 5 6 years ago, and what it is right now today, right? So they just made it simple. With a couple of lines you can understand that it is Instagram logo. Here it is so complicated, you need to work on it. Our service, helping businesses build powerful digital brand. Now I like the way you um, underlined and make it more clear that, okay, the digital brand is important here, so the message is more or less clear, and you explain under it everything is a little bit clear. But the problem that I have here is that are these taglines under it, you use some images for free, so this is not good. Okay, these taglines that you try to remove, I think it's not okay. So when you want to do something professional, you need to pay for some stuff and make it look more professional. So here we have our services: website design and development, social media management, SEO, paid advertising. It's very clear, the look of it, the design, it's really good. I like it. The background, how you brought these on the edge of this background, this gray and white color, I like that. And okay, we are here to help you. It's somehow about us, but it's about you, right? So it looks good. The illumination or the color under it, it's a little bit too much, but it looks good. Recent works. You see, you have these taglines here too, so it's not good. And what will happen if I click on this, for example, post or whatever it is? So we come here, there are some images, I'm not sure what they are. Are they images or website? Okay, so these are images. You took these images, you designed it, I'm not sure. And these taglines, it's not okay. Even if you put it for yourself, for your business, it's not okay. It make the work unprofessional, especially in some cases. For example, let's say free peak use these taglines, or I'm not sure what other website use these taglines on some images. uh, Canva has some images that are paid and they have taglines there, it is okay. Okay, but here you are showing to people that this is your project. Okay, you need to show how good quality it's gonna be. Okay, and um, I won't suggest that. It's not good. So you have some um, probably social proof here. that you work with these. Probably it's better to add some title here that we understand, okay, what these logos are. Are these the logos that you designed or you worked with these companies? It's not clear. You have some other testimonials, but here it's clear that you need to work on it. Oh, you don't see me, so probably you missed me till now, right? So the testimonial here, you gotta work on it. The text, it's bad, it's went into the image, but the look of generally everything is clear and I like it. Again, meet our team. So you have some images from internet. Probably this is you, and the rest they don't exist. So if you want this website to work, the look of everything is almost very good, but these images you need to change them, put real photos so people can trust and believe that all right, this is not a one-man job, okay, this is a company, this is a business. What else we can do here? Yeah, almost everything is okay. The logo, it's so complicated. Every part of it, it's one. For example, the O itself, this part, I'm not sure if it is O, but it's one logo. The W, it's another logo. Then here you have two other letters with two different colors. So change that. All right, let's go for the next three. So the thing is that mm, as much as I sit here and talk about this stuff, it's not enough. You need to work on these items or points that we talk about here on this website together. So maybe I'm talking about some problems in these websites, but you can find some similar issues on your own and you need to work on it. You need to fix it, okay? So the more I sit here and talk about it, it's not going to help you unless you go out there and do something about it. So the logo, it's so big. You don't need a logo like this, so massive. Let's decrease it to 30, 40%. Again, the logo is it has a lot of details. You don't need a logo like this with a lot of details. You can design a logo with with less uh, details. You have some other, and the language I don't understand, so I cannot comment on the call to action and stuff. I can talk about some elements from the design or UI UX perspective. So as far as I understand, you're selling earrings. Okay, this image is very good. The text is good, but justify the text to the left. Okay, it would look much better if you're all of everything starts from here, right? At the center, when the text is not in the center, it's not okay. So I'm not sure if this is here or should be here, or let me just refresh the page and see if this this is gonna fix. So it was something else and completely. All right. So I'm not sure if it was me, I would um, maybe add some distance here, make them a little bit go lower. Um, it's good that you put the button here with an arrow that okay, if you wanna I'm not sure what you wrote down there, but for example, learn more or buy the product or whatever, explore more. The buttons are good, it's understandable. Then you have your products. Now there's a problem here. So we have this block. Let me just take this out. We have this block, okay, that it includes 4 items with a button. Now the problem is that this button it looks much closer to the other block at the bottom of the screen rather than this part. Okay, so the user, because your design is like that, the button here is not visible, and we have to hover the mouse to see the button and the frame around it. And because of that, we don't understand that this is connected to this one rather than this one. So what you should do is to I'm just going to add some margin, but okay, 150. Okay, so I think I add the margin to the wrong element. Let me just find it first. I'm gonna add it to this one. Margin, um, but so 150 pixel. Okay. Now it is a little bit more clear that this button is connected to these stuff. Okay. So make sure, again, here it's a little bit confusing and complicated. Okay, this is about this or the button. So work on that. Here you have some images from your Instagram. It's okay, but you can make it better. You can make it more clear. Um, Again, if I were in your shoes, I would work on the logo to make it more clear. You know, when people see your logo, under 1 second they must understand that it is you. Okay, so that's the important part. All right, so that would be all for this website. Let's go for the next one. Again, big logo, make it smaller. We can help with your next move. The text, the title is clear that probably you are a moving company that help people to move from different locations. But still, there's room to grow here, I think. We offer long distance, local, international, residential, and commercial moving services. So it's clear that what you do, um, for example, instead of get a code, for example, if I were you, I would change this call to action to, for example, make an appointment, for example, when you need us, or something else like that. Click here, go to another page with a form that they can add their, for example, address, or they can see some pricing maybe, or contact us, something like that. I would go there probably. Um, Let me just look at the text here because I'm not sure if it is okay. It is 15 and this one is 36. So here instead of 15, you need to make it, where is it? You know, it's easily understandable that the size it's not okay. Now it is much better. Okay, if you use the half size rule, um, it will make the text and the combination, the composition between the text and the title look much better. All right, so as we go forward, the problems are more or less similar to each other, okay? So I don't want to, you see, for example, here, the line height is the problem. Okay, you have subscribed now, but work on the call to actions. Select one call to action for the page. And the thing is that, for example, here you have read more. The thing is that it depends on the page, but your type of website, you only need one call to action. Okay, that would be all. You don't need other call to action. And here you have at the top, you have menu. If people want to look for more information, they can look for it here. But this page must have only one call to action. Let's talk about this one and then. All right, so this one, uh, it's a little bit far from um, what I consider as a good website regarding marketing. Maybe it looks good from the design perspective, but the problem is that uh, it may not deliver the message that it must deliver. Okay, when love and passion meet, beautiful things start to work. Okay, but what are you going to do for me? You don't believe? Um, okay, this is your name and it is clickable. And all right, creative engine. Here you have the menu, okay, and we come here, everything disappear. And what are these? You know the problem, and you're selling, for example, I'm not sure, watches. What is this? album, movie, I'm not sure. It's not clear. Okay, it's not clear. What are you going to do? What are you going to do for me? And we have next page. Okay, let's go next page and see what you have on the next page. You know, when you want to, if you want to design something that looks artistic, that's another story. Okay, I'm not going to, I just want to impress people by the design of my website. That's completely another story. But if you want to make money online, if you want to sell a product or a service or convince people to do something for you, this is not going to work. So, um, I'm not going to go further than this. I will talk about the rest of the videos, the rest of the um, websites in another session, because it's going to be too long, and more or less what we are going to talk about is going to be similar. So I'm trying to maybe I add another video and talk about the rest of the videos, but and then for the next session I'm trying to make some challenges and make this workshop more interesting. So stay tuned for my next post for the next week regarding the third session of the website optimization workshop. I'm going to push you a little bit further to make some other changes on your website, and then I'm going to only talk about 5 or 6 websites that I think there is room to grow, or there's some value that I can add to your knowledge using those websites. Okay, so that would be all for this session. If you liked it and you want to see more, do not forget to subscribe us. Also, you can leave a comment if you have any question, and I will see you in the next session.